PlayStation 4.5 and figured out at least try to find a website that at the very least mentions that I have supposedly, hopefully done y'all one better. So let's just get right into it. No, I want to do that. Hold on.
Got him! Headshot!
Oh, let's do...
Headshot, no!
Yeah, I'll do that. Alright. So let's just get into this here. My source right here is www.gamespot.com. I'm not sure exactly how accurate they are, but it says PlayStation 4.5 is real, says report. So, first of all, I just want to reply that my friends have told me two versions of the name. One is PlayStation 4k and one is PlayStation 4.5. Now, you can post in the comments whatever you think is better, like whichever one you think is better. I personally think that they should go with the 4.5 because, after all, it is supposed to be some kind of upgraded version of the PS4. For those of you who probably don't understand what this might be, it's basically, think of it this way, and Pop, you may correct me as you're wrong. I've not read anything on it, so this is kind of like my guess here, my assumption, which they always say, do not ever make an assumption because you're just making an ass out of you and me, but half the time I'm actually correct. So, Pop, my assumption is that the PlayStation 4.5 is an upgraded PS4, which, let's make, I forget what you call these, but let's just make an analogy, I guess. So my analogy is GTA 5. That's what we're going to use as an analogy. So let's say, you know, like we bought the Zentorno, right? We buy the Zentorno and we upgrade that. You know, unmodded, straight off the market, straight out of the garage. As soon as we buy it, not modified at all. That is the original PS4, correct?
Yeah.
Right. And then once we upgrade it with whatever we want, or whatever we can do to it, which honestly for GT would probably be better analogy, but we're already going with the Zentorno. So once we upgrade it, we upgrade the Zentorno, then that has become the PlayStation 4K or 4.5, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, see, there you go. I'm right, okay. So, now I don't know when the release date is. I'm sure they haven't really quite said that. If they have, I haven't found it yet. I haven't looked that long though, but I'm just going to make this quick little video, and then I'm going to really gather more details, and you know, as I come across them, I'll look for them, yada yada yada, and I'll update you. So, with that said, let's get into it. So it says reports that Sony is working on a more powerful PlayStation 4 are true, according to Digital Foundry. The publication states it had independently verified a report published on March 18th, which said the new version of the console will have an upgraded GPU. Now, I have no clue what a GPU is. Do either of you know what a GPU is? Because I am just not a techie guy here.
No.
KBS.
No, you don't. Yes?
do you have any clue what a GPU is to begin with?
I guess that's a
Guiding penis into underwear? I don't know, that might be one. I'm sure that's not it, but I was trying to throw something out there to spark up KBS. Yeah, I know that's not it, because I was trying to throw out something that might interest Pop a little. Or rather, it would more be like guiding penises to underwear. Or to undies, I don't know, something like that. Well, I can't really say anus because, you know, anus gives A, you know, and then to you know, so. Anyway, let me just park over here. Okay, so according to the site, Sony's R&D labs have prototyped the device, which more than one source, I'm guessing they meant to do one source, but they kind of typoed it, I guess, referred to as PlayStation 4K. It continues, however, to explain that although the hardware offers more graphics processing power, it is not enough to deliver a robust 4K gaming experience. Now, I have absolutely no clue what this 4K gaming experience, or 4K this, 4K that, I'm guessing it means an absolutely 250,000% better gaming experience, more realistic, yada yada yada. Probably, my guess is more than the virtual reality headset that you can now pre-order, probably at GameStop, Best Buy, all those other websites, and probably in some local stores as well, will provide you with. Plus, I was also looking at it because I searched it up, and it just kept mentioning something about linking to 4K TVs. So, you know.
Okay.
And Digital Foundry posits that although the machine may be capable of playing high-definition media and some intangible aspects of 4K spec gaming, such as high dynamic range, the hardware upgrade currently isn't significant enough to constitute a full step into 4K gaming. All right, KBS, you do that. Speaking of K's there. Okay, so hardware. Okay. So I'm guessing, considering it says full step into 4K gaming, that really makes me think, okay, 4K gaming has got to mean like the future of gaming, like you know, like 10, 20, 30 years looking back into gaming. I mean, that's my assumption. Of course, like I said earlier, I will do research into it. And it goes on to speculate on 3 viable upgrade paths for the PS4. The first involves making tweaks to existing off-the-shelf hardware to decrease the size of the console's microprocessor while increasing its power. This would leverage recent improvements AMD has made to its CPU and GPU technology. Now, I think we're getting somewhere. I think.
Yes, now we're gonna get somewhere.
I think. Don't forget, guys, don't take all, you know, when I try to tell you what, you know, certain initials stand for. I could be way off, because don't forget, I am not the technical genius that my grandmother likes to think I am. Like really, I'm not that smart, guys. Remember, I am not the smartest person in the room, especially when I'm the only one in the room. And believe me when I say that. Take my word for that. But considering CPU, shit, what does that stand for again? Okay, well, no help from these two people that are smarter than I am. Whatsoever. Alright, that's fine. But when I think of CPU, I think of basically not like a laptop or like a desktop that's, you know, specified for, you know, for gaming and all that. They're not really specified, but, you know, more capable of doing gaming. So my guess is GPU probably means that an actual gaming, not with CPU. When I think of CPU, I don't know. Okay, forget about that. I'll edit that out if I ever can. Until then, it's embarrassing. Anyway, the second path involves scaling up the existing PlayStation 4 chip and attaching some features that allow for select 4K features to be added on. The report notes that Sony must bear in mind potentially splitting the PS4's audience and development resources. Shit, what button did I press? Did I press that button earlier? I don't know, I'll find out. The third and final option is a slimmer PS4 that has been given minor boosts of functionality. Take a look at the... Okay, never mind. Now, I'm actually going to look at this, and because it says, you know, take a look at the in-depth breakdown of each of these, breakdown of each of these in Digital Foundry's full report here. Okay, so here on this one says, we know PlayStation 4.5 is real. No why is Sony making it, and actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead with this report and this other one over here by GameSpot.com. I'm going to read on to this one, and then later I'll actually skim through some of these other reports that they're kind of like throwing in our faces over here. So, and I'll actually, give you I'll skip through it, pick out what's important. So, the subject of an upgrade to the PS4 was previously discussed by Sony executive Masayasu Ito, who said the company might consider a high-power PS4. The idea of a mid-generation hardware refresh has also been broached by Xbox head Phil Spencer. Not that I really give a shit what his name is, because I don't care for Xbox at all. I'm a PlayStation guy, have been since birth. So, yeah. This will allow the company to incrementally increase its power while retaining compatibility with its older games instead of replacing consoles with an entirely new device. So basically, I guess what they're saying is they're probably trying to figure out a way on how to upgrade systems and have it so you can play the same games. That way, after the PS5, all they have to do is basically come out with an upgraded version that, they've added more stuff onto, made it better, yada, 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 but you can still play the games from, the PlayStation 5 that's 10 years old, or, 20 years old, or whatever. So I guess that's pretty much what they're trying to experiment with. We're also trying to make it smaller, because note how they said in both Path 1 and Path 3 that they are trying to fit, that they could make two things smaller. One, the system would be slimmer, and then they could decrease the size of whatever chip or the microprocessor.
Yeah.
So, either way, I kind of expect them, and I don't care if they make it smaller, bigger, or whatever. Hopefully they don't make it too much bigger. But considering we're going into the future, and when you think of the future, think about it. What, the 80s, they had this massive cell phone, right? Now, cell phones that can literally fit, you can fit like 2 or 3 cell phones in a pocket, depending on what cell phone you have. So, I mean, before they probably took their own carrying case. So basically, when you think of the future, you think smaller, slimmer, faster, better, stronger, more powerful, battery lasts much longer. So that's probably what they're trying to do with this. That's what I expect them to do. I honestly don't care if they keep it the exact same size. As long as they kind of give some kind of, differential so we can tell the difference between, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so forth. But,
yeah.
Obviously those are two paths that they'd be going down anyway, as is with pretty much any gaming company.
Not going to go anywhere.
What? What's not going anywhere?
I'm believing you.
You're leaving? What? Hey, look, it's Steve. It's Steve from Blue's Clues. Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve. What's up, man? Get up. Get up. Get up. Come on, man. Lead us to the clue. Lead us to the clue, Steve. 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 Ah, crap. Let me just go, Steve. Steve. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. I just kind of killed Steve. I was trying to get his attention. He was ignoring me, alright? I couldn't exactly get out and, grab him and hug him and go, hey, Steve, you were a massive part of my childhood. I respect you, and therefore I'm not going to shoot you, but I kind of run him over a little bit. It was love taps. It was love taps, though, alright? So anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much the information on that. Yeah, that's the information on that we have. Actually, here, I'll go look through. Actually, here, I don't know. Oh, damn, this thing is long. Okay, yeah, so. Okay, here's, I'm going all the way down to the bottom here. I know they say don't just go to the bottom of a book, but here, I'm going to anyway just because it seems like it's really, really long. So here's what we might expect. That's what they say. I'll skim through this later, and then I'll pick out the bits and pieces that seem to be most significant, so I don't have to read all this to you guys. Basically, to save you time, I don't mind reading for hours and days and years or whatever. Whatever you guys want. But anyway, what we might expect. Of course, now my source here, which again, this is a link at GameSpot.com, whatever I said at the site was earlier, gave me, and there are a couple other links as well, but it's Eurogamer.net. It's www.eurogamer.net. Anyway, here's what they say, what we might expect. An APU with the higher end Polaris would push graphics on a 2 times performance boost in GPU power compared to a PS4, which is achievable in a console form factor. Possibly more. You really need to see the desktop PC equivalent parts first. Obviously, I think the PC gamers, the PC gaming consoles, that's I call it because that's really what it is. I actually did a video on that earlier. Not earlier today, but earlier in last month. But basically, if you think about it, the PC is bigger, so it has more components, so it can handle more, it can do more, yada 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 yada. Probably on and on if I actually had that.
That's what everybody's thinking about. Is a PC a console?
Yeah, it is. A PC is a console. They may not classify it as a console, but think about it, alright? What defines a console? Or no, not what defines a console. What classifies it as a console? What classifies a console as a console? A console is what classifies PS4, PS3, PS2, Xbox 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever their damn numbers are. What classifies them as consoles they are a box. Or, technically not, in shape, obviously, but, you know what I mean. We're just going to call them all boxes for now. These boxes, squares, rectangles, whatever. They're a box, alright, that needs basically 2 plugs. One to connect it to the power source. So it needs a power source, right? Obviously, it needs a power source non-stop to play it. It has to be on. Obviously, anything has to be on, but, for you to play it, it has to be on. But anyway, so it needs a power cord, right? So it's connected to a continuous source. If it is not plugged in, it cannot run. And for you to be able to see what you are doing, you need to connect it to a monitor of some sort. What is a PC? I mean, really, what is a PC? I mean, especially the hard games. Yeah, there's the laptops. Alright, but those are basically like handheld mobile gaming devices. But obviously you find the better ones, I guess, or the stationary ones. They are a box that needs, again, 2 cords, 2 sources. One is a power source, one is a monitor, so you can see what you're doing. So therefore, by classification, a PC, especially a desktop, is classified, or in my opinion, should be classified as a console. What's your opinion on that, KBS? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Where do you say I am on that?
I don't know. Oh my gosh. Fucking, I don't know what to say.
Did you have a whole speech planned out there?
I think I agree with you about the PC thing, where I had to connect it to a monitor.
And a power source, because you can't have the. I mean, you probably can if you have one of those backup things, but I'm sure you get one of those.
Yeah, that's why people get banned from PC.
Why do people get banned from PC?
Because they bring the mods to online. That's why.
No, I'm not talking about mods. I'm talking about what runs it. You know what I mean? I'm talking about classifying it. So I mean, you can use it if you have one of those backup not backup hard drives, one of those backup thingies, like whatever they call the APC thing, backup CS350. I don't know. That's the one it does. So anyway, then you could run it, like the power goes out. But that's for a limited time. And then once that's gone, that's gone. I mean, either way, it needs to be plugged into something. Constantly need to be on. I mean, basically, the backup it's like a power generator. It's like one you would buy for your house when the power goes out. Unless you're lucky enough to have, solar power or something like that. That's basically what it is. I mean, it sounds complicated, but it's simple. I mean, it sounds like, oh, that sounds really complicated. Actually, no, it's pretty damn simple. I mean, it's so damn simple I actually figured it out. And if I can figure it out, then you know anybody can figure it out. Including Town Boy. Unfortunately, again, Town Boy is pretty stupid. So, no. Let's got something else here. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yes!
And then, by default, Polaris has supported for 4K HDMI 2.0, HDCP 2.2, and HDR. I'm guessing HDR is high definition reality. I don't know, that's my guess. And then the console would not be cheap, only for the size of the processor, conceivably on par with PS4's 359 euros, or $399, or launch price. That's actually cheap if you think about it. On PSP, what was that? $300, $200 upon launch, right? So honestly, if it is going to be $400, I'm surprised. It's not more expensive, considering they've always gone up.
It costs about, yeah, but the VR costs about like
$500.
Like $500.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, but then again, that's a virtual reality.
Like with almost like anything, but just okay, but just the VR costs like $400.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, that actually, in my opinion, I mean, don't forget, I'm not the technician here, I'm not the genius, but if you think about it logically, the VR will be much harder to create because you have to deal with a little headset. And you're talking about trying to do the future of gaming. The future of gaming, not the past. It's not a handheld. You're putting it on your head, and you got to figure out all those aspects to make it, what it is. So, if I had the money, I would have pre-ordered it, like, as soon as I found out about it. But sadly, I don't have the money. So, I mean, honestly, I'm surprised the virtual reality headset is not more expensive by itself. I know y'all probably thinking, damn, you just stupid, you just crazy. Well, you know what? Maybe I am. I said guilty and guilty to both. But if you really think about it, think about the difference between a console, a handheld, and then the virtual reality headset. Okay, handheld, let's take the Nintendo 3DS. Alright? That, it's a little screen, a little pad, yada yada yada. That's probably cheap, like what, $100? Alright, that seems pretty fairly. I'm talking about the making process. I'm not talking about what they can do, because I've never played virtual reality. And hopefully someday soon. But anyway, it's easier to make, from manufacturing standpoint. My estimate, my assumption. It's easier to make, obviously, a handheld, especially, smaller it is, because there's less components you have to deal with, and less you have to figure out, what goes where and how to make it, good, because, you don't expect the handheld to be super great. Consoles, those are more complicated because people expect more out of the console. They expect consoles to do more, because think about it. When you think between stationary systems and on-the-go systems, you expect that stationary systems to do more because they're just that. They're stationary. I mean, yeah, you expect the on-the-go systems to do a little bit more nowadays, but if but really, if you think about it, I mean, KBS, I'm sure this is true. This is true for me anyway. I always expect that if I want to buy a stationary system, like PS4, PS5, PS6, whatever, then I expect it to do a lot more than an on-the-go handheld system would do, because it has more to put in it, more to do. More's got to make up for, so it's got to be bigger, it's got to be heavier, you can't take it with you, and it's got to be hooked up. And then, but see, now we go on to a virtual reality headset. Now, considering it's not a standalone headset, think about that. It's not a standalone by itself, totally different handheld or console device. It is actually, you have to plug it into the PlayStation 4 because it is a PlayStation 4 accessory, which means they have to figure out, I'm not sure exactly what it does, but I'm sure it enhances the gaming experience. It's like 360-degree turning, whatever. But they actually have to figure out how to put, whatever games you can play, on the PS4, on the virtual reality headset, and, probably vice versa, whatever. And they got to figure out how to plug it in. You got to, figure out all the little pieces that go here and there. So that's going to take longer to imaginate, or create, and then to make, produce, to test. So it's an accessory. Does that make any sense at all? Because I feel like I lost myself here.
You lost yourself.
Yeah, I did. Alright, wow, we can mark that as an epic fail on my part there. So I was trying to make a case for why I think it would be more expensive, but I think it would be cheaper. Anyway, I don't mind. Considering, if it's going to be the future of gaming, I don't expect it to be cheap. You know what I mean? Alright, but possibly higher depending on how much Sony pushes it out in terms of processing size. It's probably higher cost, whatever. Alright, this PS4k could coexist with a cheaper PS4 Slim, basically older APU. Again, using... Good God, you're kidding me. Okay, I don't even know what this means now. It's saying, again, using 4nm/16nm technology. And I don't mean M&M's as in, the wrapper or the candy, as much as I like to listen to M&M right now and eat M&M's. But, KBS Pop, do you have any clue what that 14nm/nm technology crap means? Because I know I don't.
The fuck are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing.
The fuck?
Look, Pop, it's good to hear your voice. Pop. KBS, do you have any clue what that means?
Get him!
Alright, I'll get him. Jeez.
Oh my god, these people suck ass.
I thought you liked that, Pop.
Not on a game, I don't.
Okay. Makes sense. KBS, do you have any clue what that 14nm/16nm technology means?
Take up into technology, but all of this.
That's a no. Okay. That makes two of us, right? Three of us. Yeah. Okay, the bottom line in 2017, of course, now, again, we're talking about the PS4. The bottom line in 2007. Wait a second. I think I just realized another big scoop that I made in my whole little statement of why I think the virtual reality headset would be cheaper. How the hell did we switch? We're talking about the PS4k or PS4.5 to the PlayStation VR and its prices. No, never mind. I remember now. Never mind. Not important. All right. Back to PS4k or PS4.5. Yes, Bob, I'm stupid. We get it. It is very funny. It's fun. I admit it. It actually is pretty funny. The bottom line in 2017, production technologies on 14/16nm should be more mature, and a significantly more powerful PlayStation could be released. But the pace of technological progress in the PC space isn't as rapid as it is on mobile. It took 4 dramatic leaps in chip production technology history and PS4 possible. By 2017, there has only been one viable jump in fabrication technology available to console manufacturers, and expectations should be limited. Actual 4K games will be in very short supply. So I have limited expectations about a system that they are upgrading and going to charge you about $400 for it. Alright, whatever. Possible. Okay, I just realized here, because again, I skimmed down what I thought, which I know it's the bottom, because that was the option 1, I said there were 3 options. The option 1, a new, more powerful PlayStation. That was what we might expect, and then bottom line. Now we're going to do the same thing with the rest of the options. That way you don't have to read through all that. Option 2, PlayStation 4 evolved. What we might expect, we see a new PlayStation playing host to the same titles as the current one, but with visual improvements. I'll just finish the list here. Conceivably, older games may run more smoothly by default, or could be patched to access the newer hardware. Now I'm going to stop right there, because basically what that means is basically what I said earlier, is that they're going to try to make it so we don't have to keep buying new games. We don't have to buy GTA 5 6 times and play it on 6 different systems. We only have to buy it 3 times, give or take. We're working on that. So basically, we can put in the games we have from this PS4 to the new PS4. The data, I'm not entirely sure about that. Well, I haven't really gotten down that far. But that's just the game. I'm sure we can transfer the data over. I'm sure it would be the same. I mean, GTA 5, I'm sure it would be the same, obviously. It would be stupid not to do that. Anyway, now we're going to continue on. Resolution could be pushed beyond the 1080p, which is 1080 pixels. Now, I'm assuming that's extremely good, considering they actually take the time to actually mention it. Like you're saying, saying push. When usually when I say, push. Okay, so a resolution could be pushed beyond 1080p and could look good on a 4K screen. But native UHD visuals for AAA titles are off the table. So when they say good on a 4K screen, that reminds me of when I was, like I said earlier, I looked at it and I saw something about 4K televisions and all that stuff.
Yeah, you have to get a 4K television for that.
Yeah, but that's fine. I mean, that's fine. I mean, if I have the money, I'll get both, whatever. Wouldn't be as expensive as the first option, but that's really one of those categories. State-of-the-art 4K media support, but harder to sell to all but the most hardcore gamers, and the ones that can actually afford it. I mean, it's not just hardcore gamers. I mean, I'm a hardcore gamer. You know me, like KVS. Am I a hardcore gamer or am I a softcore gamer? And your honest opinion.
Hardcore gamer.
Hardcore.
And Pop, you said hardcore, or did you just say hard boner?
No, I said hardcore, yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, dude, I'm not asking if you're getting a boner over me. I appreciate the thought. One, I don't roll that way, and two, no, that's talking about it. Okay, hardcore. Well, thank you, I appreciate that. That is actually a compliment, because gaming really is my life. I mean, that's what I love to be able to do for the rest of my life, honestly. Alright, the bottom line is scaling up and enhancing the current... Sorry, scaling up and enhancing the... Scaling up and enhancing the current PlayStation isn't that particularly exciting, and we do have to wonder what the point of view of a PS4k with a very little chance of servicing 4K gaming. However, this is a design that stands the best chance of offering a decent bump to system capabilities without introducing too much in the way of compatibility issues. Our gut feeling right now, nothing more, is that this is the form the current prototypes take. Option 3 says Option 3 says PlayStation Plus. That's what I was going to say, prototype. Plus. Option 3 says PlayStation Plus, and well, of course, what we might expect. Full compatibility with 4K screens, including next-gen media. Complete no worries compatibility with existing PlayStation 4 library. HDR support for gaming on 4K displays, even if gaming resolution remains at 1080 pixels. So 1080 pixels. Now, opportunity to lower costs as 14/16nm chips become cheaper. Again, I don't know what the heck that means. So guys, girls, ladies, men, if you are watching this, and you know what any of the stuff means that we don't know, or even if we think we do know, just go ahead and tell us. Even if we do know, tell us how close we are. Tell us if we're right or not. Because I would honestly love to know what this stuff means, and then I'll share it with you guys in the next video that I make, as well as I'll share it with my friends who are in this party, and I'll check this video pretty much every time I see that someone has a new view or has commented. So if we go over something and we don't know what it is, I encourage you, please try to find it out. Don't get me wrong, I will try to find it out, but I'm not the best at trying to figure things out. I'm actually kind of the worst. I took the easy step, and instead of just searching through like 13 sites, I just clicked on the first one that actually had the correct looking title, which seems to be pretty accurate right now. Or well, considering it hasn't been released. Pretty accurate. Alright, so, and then last and final for what we might expect is, unless you can alienate the existing user base, any performance upgrade would be more nice to have as opposed to essential. And then here we go for the third option is, the bottom line for the third option is, PS4k could simply be a smaller, leaner version of the existing hardware with revised 4K media and potentially HDR support. The option exists to overclock the existing architecture and perhaps unlock the full potential of PS4's APU. It would be like an elite version of the existing console. Nice to have, but not a generational or even half-generational upgrade in terms of processing power. The question is, assuming a 2017 launch, would that be enough? No. I'm going with no. I don't know. I'm feeling it now. I'm not trying to sound greedy, but, you know, no. Now, I don't know. And there you have it, guys and gals. That is all I'm going to feed you right now. I will feed y'all more later once I actually look into it more. You know, I might not actually have to. But I'll find out more information about this. I'll be happy to update y'all. I'm going to try to find gaming news more often. And I'm going to try to update you all more often as soon as I can, as soon as I find the information out. But, yeah, so thank you all so much for watching. If you are new to my channel, then please check this. Wait. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. I'm sorry. Let me restart that. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And please check out some of my other videos, as well as my colleagues and my very best of friends' channels. The links are in the description below. So please check them out once you get the time. Check out some of their videos. My friend PS4k launched a video about a week ago. That is really cool. I watched it. I'm going to try to put the link to it in a future description. I might actually put it in this description if I can figure out how to do that. But thank you guys and gals so much for watching. If you're already subscribed to my channel, I appreciate it. Hopefully we can get more subscribers. And I might still be doing that giveaway at 100 subscribers. I don't know, considering I keep going down every once in a while. I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that thing now. I don't know. We'll see, though. But thank you guys and gals so much for watching. I hope that this has been informational to you. I hope you have learned at least something. At the very least, you have learned that I am somewhat stupid. Thankfully, I'm not stupid, but I'm somewhat stupid. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button. Get the word about this. Get the word out about this channel, my friend's channel, and I'll catch you later. Thanks again.